Hello all! Happy Fool is here making a new update video. So after 1 week and 1 day I'm gonna be 2 years without any caffeine. And what a journey this has been. And when I started this journey I would have never believed how hard and long my journey would be. And those who don't know me, I quit caffeine cold turkey after using really heavy amounts. I was drinking coffee like 5 cups a day, sometimes more, but I did use a lot of other caffeine sources like green tea, matcha tea, chocolate, and some supplements that also contains caffeine. So one thing that I wanna say that be aware how much you use caffeine, because there is a lot of hidden caffeine in a lot of products. And I didn't know that caffeine was a heavy drug and hell of a poison. And if I would have done something like different way, I would have weaned that down slowly, because I experienced very heavy trauma after quitting cold turkey. But it's just it happens, because one day when I was drinking my morning coffee, I started to have those very crazy tremors inside my head, and then I just realized that I have to quit that, but I didn't know that how big shock it was. So that first 6 months I was basically very heavily mentally ill, but I didn't want to go to doctors or anything. I just somehow go day by day. Now it's very hard to me to go back in that place, because I cannot relate those feelings anymore, but I remember how bad I was. So if you are suffering, my heart goes out with you, and I wanna say that it all will go away. It will go away no matter what way you did quit. Maybe you did quit cold turkey like me, or maybe you did weaned and you don't have so heavy symptoms, but with time all those symptoms will go away, and brain will go back to normal, because it's a shock for your brain, because those chemicals in the brain are messed up. And you know, I have been using caffeine all my life, over 30 years of using since childhood, and I always thought that it's the most normal thing to use, so I didn't know. But anyway, I'm very happy that I did quit that poison, and now I'm here where I can help other people and I can enjoy my life again. So since my last update, my sleep still have been improving, and those nostalgic feelings that I speak about, those are still coming back more and more, and my hormones are still getting better. And by that I mean that still sometimes before periods I have some mild depression or fatigue or tiredness, and also before ovulation. So the last symptoms that I have been in this journey have been fatigue, heavy fatigue. After that 1 year, that was almost all the time there. Tiredness, also dizziness was sometimes there, and that also was a lot of worse always when I have my periods or ovulation time. And lack of motivation, which sucks, because it's hard to live life without motivation. But that too will come back. Everything will come back, and I feel that I'm almost updated version what I was, because when I was in that caffeinated state all the time, I didn't know how much there was stuff that I didn't feel or know. It is like a shell. I didn't know what is my body's and mind's real state, and how much I did do damage to myself without knowing that. But you will get better, that's the main thing. And sorry if these videos are always a little bit messy, because my English. And I wanna say that if you need some support, you can join my Discord group. I will put that link below. There we can have conversations, and you can share your feelings, and you can also message me if you need some support. Now I have been basically supporting people after this, what happened to me. I feel that's what I want to do. I want to support others to quit this heavy poison and get through this like anxiety and whatever comes in your journey. And I really felt that anxiety was the biggest issue in my journey. Those symptoms always came like waves and windows, and even I have been like saying in my videos like that I felt like already amazing like in my 16 months, but after that I still did have like symptoms like that, fatigue and tiredness and some dizziness, and those symptoms always came in waves. Like that's why it also was hard, because many times that I felt like, oh okay, I'm getting better now, then I went deep down and anxiety was there again, and I was like, so many times I was so tired to be tired. I was tired that anxiety came, and I was tired that I thought that this will never end, like maybe I'm this kind of forever, like that I will never start to really enjoy my life again. But I just needed time. Of course, when you fix your diet, you eat healthy, it helps you. When you drink a lot of water, it helps you. And of course some supplements, what works for you can help you. And I did my blood test, and it was all okay, and it was really hard to figure out what was wrong with me, because I just didn't feel like myself. But with time I started to feel more and more myself, and it was like getting myself back, but with better version, but like it happened slowly in my case, so recovery wasn't fast in my case. But you know, this is just my story, and your story is very unique and different. It could be that you will heal very fast. I have been hearing so many stories in this time that I have been speaking with people, like we are all different, and we have different backgrounds, and all kind of stuff can like affect for that how long it takes time to recover, but you will recover, and those receptors in the brain, they will start to function like they should function. Because you know, caffeine, it's a hell of a drug, because when you use caffeine, it affects your adenosine receptors, your GABA receptors, it affects your dopamine, it affects your serotonin, and your brain becomes like kind of like lazy. I don't know if I can explain this very well, but because you just take that drug, and you take that, and then your brain just it just doesn't make those chemicals like it was doing before that drug. And when you quit that drug, it just takes time to brain to balance out all those chemicals, and brain have to make those new receptors if you use the poison. So I was using so much of that poison, so for me now I'm not wondering like why it took so long to me to recover. But of course I wish that you recover more faster, and like if you can just keep the healthy diet, if you can exercise, if you can meditate, and you can just like let all those feelings comes and goes, because you will get better and life goes back good again. In my journey, I couldn't always like keep up the healthy diet. I couldn't always exercise because I felt so bad. So it was like really long time. Now I have started exercise again, but I just listen at my own body. And you know, this was long time, so I also experienced a lot of ups and downs in my personal life. I was very lonely. Nobody did understand me, so I understand if you are feeling alone, or if you are feeling that nobody understand how you are feeling, because caffeine, it's everywhere. Everybody is using that, and it's a hell of a drug. For me, it's something that I would never go back again, ever. And yes, I will do my like updates. I still do those, but next update probably would be like 2.5 years. So then I'm gonna just come to support you, and of course I keep those quitting caffeine support lives in my channel in Sundays, so you can join there. That is basically where we can just like speak speak with each other, and you can tell how are you feeling, and I just wanna support you, because this quitting caffeine, for me it was life-changing to get rid of that mental illness and all the hidden illness that was in my body. So I'm gonna send you a lot of love and support. You will get through this and keep going. And those hardest days, when you have hardest days, just ask support. Ask support, don't go back to poison. And even if you go back to poison and relapse, jump back in the train, because you know anything can happen. Life is like everything can come and go, but you are amazing and you will get through this. And yep, I think this is it. Happy Full keeps going also. Lots of love. Bye bye.